Tip top of the morning here, folks, or afternoon, or whatever part of the world that you're seeing in. This is Jerry, and I'm taping off at Lion again for another round of video time with the Bible. Yeah, we're doing another round of video time with the Bible. I know we did a video yesterday, but we might as well do another one today, what we have in our mind, and I did promise this one, so basically, y'all, happy Palm Sundays, everybody. Our opening readings comes from the book, The Gospel According to John, beginning with the 8th chapter, till end of 48th, beginning with the 49th verse, all the way down to the 59th verse, chapter 9, 1 through 41, chapter 10, 1 through 41, chapter 11, 1 through 32. Here we go. Okay, that was from the Gospel according to John, beginning with the 8th chapter, from the tail end of the 48th verse, beginning the 49th, all the way down to the 59th. Chapter 9, 1 through 41, chapter 10, 1 through 41, and chapter 11, 1 through 32. Now, what's so interesting about our opening reading is it comes from the Gospel according to John. Now, I know I've started in many different places in the Bible, but it always seems to be that we as Christians sometimes put too much emphasis on what it should be, and what people think the Bible should be. The more you think about it, the more you begin to understand what the Bible has told us over the years. But here's an interesting little thought. If everybody would understand what's going on with the Bible, you would understand better. And that's what I feel that these videos are all about. Trying to help you to understand what you're reading in the Bible. And I mean, the more people sit there and read the Bible, more people just don't seem to get it. And I mean, truthfully, right there, I mean, Jesus, what is wrong with America, you ask? Well, we are not taking anything seriously out of it. People seem to want to ruin their lives with drugs, alcohol, and other particular items. But it's not what you think. It's how crazy is what this country's got. Our next set of readings comes from the book of Acts, beginning with the 13th chapter, till in the 12th verse, beginning with the 11th, all the way down to the 52nd, chapter 14, 1 to 3. Here we go. That was the book of Acts, 13th chapter, till into the 10th verse, beginning with the 11th, going through all the way to 52, and chapter 14, 1 to 3. Now, why is that? Why is what people think nowadays about what things are going on? There is an epidemic in this country, and I'm just not talking about. I'm just not talking about. I'm just not talking about depression. Talking about the epidemic in this country. You're asking, or the epidemic you're asking what's in this country is the biggest thing right now is drugs. Oh yeah. The drug problem has gotten so far out of freaking hand. And we don't even have a control on it. Everybody thinks, oh yeah, we can get control on it. No, we can't. Because we see it every day. And I mean, yeah, to really answer your question, I know you had one there, so basically, is why is there an epidemic in this country about drugs? Well, have you been out on the streets lately, especially the streets of Clarksburg? There's enough going on to drive everybody nuts. And I mean, Jesus, I mean, it just seems like every day the problem gets worse and worse and worse. And we as people don't even know what to do with it. Our next set of readings comes from the book of Romans, beginning with the 12th chapter, 15th verse, all the way down to 20th verse. The chapter 13, 1 through 14. Chapter 14, 1 through 23. So here we go. Okay, that was the book of Romans, beginning with the 15th chapter, beginning with the 12th chapter, 12th verse, 15th verse, all the way down to the 21st, 22nd, 1 through 13, chapter 14, 1 through 23. Now, what's so interesting about that one particular verse there? Do not come over evil with evil, but try to come over evil with good. And that right there is just a verse that we just had on our discretionary. And I've often said over the years, if you don't understand these Bible readings that I put out every week, get a Bible of your understanding and, try to make what you can. Our next set of readings comes from the book of Chronicles, beginning with the second book of Chronicles. Excuse me, my fault, my bag. And starting with the 3rd chapter, 7th verse, going down to the 18th, chapter 4, 1 through 18, chapter 5, 1 through 21, chapter 6, 1 through 18, chapter 7, 1 through 3. Here we go. Okay, that was the second book of Corinthians, beginning with the 2nd chapter, beginning with the 3rd chapter, 7th verse, all the way down to the 18th, chapter 4, 1 through 18, chapter 5, 1 through 21, and chapter 6, 1 through 18, and chapter 7, 1 to 3. Now, today is Palm Sunday here in the States. So, yes, we'll be getting the Palm Sunday story that'll come up later in the, Bible. But I figure right now, let's go ahead and that'll come up later on the second reading of the day. Our first reading of the day on the Facebook, on the Facebook, I'll get it right. Our first reading of the morning came all the way from the book of Psalms. I figured, why not? I mean, we have to go figure on that one. Because we have to go figure on why. The book of Psalms is probably the most important book of one of the most important books of the Bible. Actually, the whole Bible, if you want to get real technical about it, it really tells a story here about us, and tells a story about how we as Christians need to start growing up. Yeah. I know that sounds a bit bizarre, but truth. We definitely need to start wondering why we have an image that we don't have. Are we really in that sane portion of it? Have we really kind of put what we got? Alright, our next set of readings comes from the book of Colossians, and that's Colossians, chapter 3. Tail end of the 16th verse, beginning with the 17th, all the way down to the 25th. Chapter 4, 1 through 18. And because this is a study Bible, the next one we're doing, there's a side reading there. I'm going to let you all read that. And it's called So Your Parents Are Unfair. Maybe someone out there needs to know that someone's unfair. But I'm just telling you what the title is. Here we go. Okay, that was from the book of Colossians, 3rd chapter, beginning with the tail end of the 16th, beginning the 17th verse, all the way down to the 24th and 25th, excuse me. Chapter 4, 1 through 18. And we had that side note. So you say, so your parents are unfair. I think that should be worded a little bit differently, but then again, who am I? I'm just a guy who does these Bible readings. I'm not a pastor paying sources. I just have this ministry that, I guess you could say I'm a pastor, but not really indiscretionary of that. Believe me, I'm no saint. If you people on Facebook know that I put out a daily reflection once a week, and believe me, that should tell you something. to tell you the truth. Alright, our next set of readings. This is going to be a split between two different readings, but it's going to be very interesting. We're going to look at 1 Timothy. We're going to look at 1 Timothy chapter 5, beginning with the telling the 10th verse, beginning the 11th, all the way down to 25th, chapter 6, 1 through 21, 2 Timothy 1 through 18, and 1 through 17. Chapter 2, 1 through 17. Here we go. Okay, that was the first book of Timothy, beginning telling the 10th verse, beginning of the 11th, all the way down to the 25th. Chapter 6, 1 through 21, goes 2 Timothy, first chapter, 1 through 18, and chapter 2, 1 through 17. Now, we're not quite done yet. With the Bible, so just hang in there. We got one more robbery we want to get out for the day. Actually, we want to get two more for the day. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. We're going to do another two sets here. No, we're not. But we are going to do one more reading, and I just thought, I just haven't looked at something. I thought, great, that's not good. Our last set of readings of the morning, we're going to come from the book of Hebrews. Sorry, I misspoke there, and I apologize. It's been one of those mornings I'm not awake yet. Our last set of readings come from the book of Hebrews today. Comes from the 2nd chapter, tail end of the 7th verse, beginning of the 8th, all the way down to the 18th, chapter 3, 1 through 19, chapter 4, 1 through 16, chapter 5, 1 through 14, and chapter 6, 1 to 14. Here we go. Okay, that was the book of Hebrews, beginning with the 2nd chapter, tail end of the 7th verse, beginning the 8th, 8 through 18, chapter 3, 1 through 19, chapter 4, 1 through 16, chapter 5, 1 through 14, and chapter 6, 1 through 14. Folks, I want to thank everybody for always stopping by this particular video because we do this thing twice. And guess what we'll be doing it next Sunday? Even though next Sunday is Easter Sunday, and we'll be in a real interesting situation. We're trying to find a sunrise service. If we can't, we'll announce that. But we got plenty of videos to do this week. We got church videos today, plus we got night of worship, plus we got Monday, Thursday service, we got Black Friday services, we've got Saturday, we'll do something really special for Saturday, and we'll do something real cool on Sunday. You know how business is, how crazy this week's going to get video-wise, and it's going to be kind of interesting. But for now, I want to thank everybody for watching this particular video, and we do appreciate you every time we do these videos. We do them about twice a week now. Might be doing them a little bit more this coming week because the way Easter's going to fall and everything. I want to thank everybody. Peace. Rest in peace. Aloha. I serve men and women serving around the world, our branch for U.S. military and our veterans. We love you madly. Gracious Father, thank you for allowing us once again to make these videos and to be a part of what you want me to do with these videos around the world. Gracious Father, I pray for those this day who are suffering. Lord, I pray for those who have addictions. Lord, let there be an intervention to these people who have addictions. Lord, also I ask that for someone who just had a real bad day, Lord, I ask for that person or people for those people to get things better. Gracious Father, thank you for what you've done for us. I also pray for those who have been in a car accident. I also pray for those who have been victims of a structure fire. Lord, be with them. Lord, I also ask that there is many problems in the world today. Be with every problem there is. Now, as the Lord and Savior has taught us, we are bold to say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, your will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. By the kingdom, power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thanks, folks, for watching. We appreciate it as always. We'll see you in the next one here in about a little over a time from now, from Duff Street first, and then Stelly second. Peace out.